Get ready to embark on a journey of flavors, warmth, and the joy of comfort cuisine. We're talking comfort cooking. Coming up next on Inspire. Inspire is sponsored by the estate of Ray and Ann Goldsmith.
And the Raymond C. and Marguerite Gibson Foundation. And
Friends of KTWU. We appreciate your financial support. Thank you. Hello, welcome to Inspire. I'm so excited to be back with my co-host Danielle Norwood, Leslie Florange, and I'm so glad you're here. We're diving into the heart and soul of comfort food. We're indulging in the warmth and deliciousness of comfort cooking, sampling the cuisine of area chefs.
Gee, I'm hungry already. Everyone has their own comfort food favorites, those dishes that evoke warm, fuzzy childhood memories spent with family.
On today's show, we're joined by Chef Lavelle Jackson of 785 Kitchen, who's here to tell us more about comfort food classics that he serves and where he gets the inspiration for the dishes that he creates. Welcome to Inspire, Chef Lavelle.
Well, it smells so good here. We are loving it.
I know. I don't see how I'm supposed to be interviewing when all this is going on around us, but I'll try to ask a question. So tell us about 785. Where did you get the inspiration for your restaurant, and how long have you been in business?
Yes. So we've been in business for about 2 years and about 6 months now, almost 3 years, so hoping we can keep going out as well. But I got the name 785 Kitchen from our area code. So our area code is 785, and I knew I wanted to have an area for people to see our kitchen at, so I wanted to put both of them together, simple and easy, put it out there, and then I knew people would see the kitchen and they'd come in, even if they didn't know what it was, they'd be coming in just because they saw the kitchen name. So yes.
Every time I've gone by there, the place is packed.
Yes.
And with good reason.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
And we want to know, a lot of our viewers will know you from Washburn football.
Yes.
So how do you make the jump from Washburn football to being a chef?
Yes. I pretty much always had an idea of pretty much owning a restaurant or owning a little small kitchen and stuff like that. So once I got the opportunity after I was done with school and stuff like that, I jumped into it when I was young, and hopefully I can keep doing it in the future and stuff like that. So yes, ma'am.
So where'd you get your recipes from? How do you know how to cook?
Football,
cooking, is that it?
So my mom and my grandma were both cooks growing up a lot, so like I was always in the kitchen when they were cooking and stuff like that too as well. So all this stuff is family recipes. I grew up cooking all this stuff like that, so it makes it a lot easier for me when I get in the kitchen and start cooking, because I can just start cooking. I don't really like when I season my food, I don't measure it and stuff like that, but hey, that's a little trick of the trade. I try to tell people, if you know how to measure your stuff, then you know how to cook pretty good. So that's how I do my things, and all my stuff comes out pretty good. And I like how I season my food up and everything too as well. My family taught me that, so I follow my family's rules and everything like that, and it comes out perfect and fresh. So yes.
And I'm gonna amen to that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Because again, if you have to measure, we're gonna have to pray for you.
Yes.
For real on that.
Yes.
You have brought us a glorious assortment that we are gonna get into at some point. I don't know when because it's teasing us. But what did you bring today?
Yes. So right here we got some Cajun Alfredo right here. It's a homemade Alfredo sauce and with some fettuccine Alfredo noodles. And then we got some homemade cornbread, we got some homemade red beans and rice, and some homemade fried chicken. So yes. The beans are even start from dry beans, we soaked them, and the rice is homemade yellow rice as well too. So
nice.
Everything is made from fresh and made from scratch. So yes.
So what is your best-selling item?
For sure, our catfish, and right behind that would be our oxtails for sure, without a doubt. Yes, we sell catfish probably all day long, from DoorDash to walk-ins to call-ins and stuff like that. And on Fridays, oxtails go out the door. We sell out every Friday on oxtails.
Oh, so you do DoorDash too?
Yes, we do delivery. We try to hit every avenue we can, definitely, for sure. Yes.
I can give me some oxtails through DoorDash.
Yeah.
Okay,
yes,
Tell us about oxtails.
Yes,
what is
yes,
oxtail?
Yeah, so, well, to start off, an ox is pretty much just like a matured cow. You know,
Right.
an ox is a working cow. So I just tell people it is an ox's tail or a cow's tail. You know, once you process your cow and you have the tail left, you can chop it up, and in the middle you got your bone, and all around it is your beef, which is just your meat. And I tell people that are scared of the name oxtails, it just tastes like beef pot roast. Eat it with some mashed potatoes or rice and have your sides, and it's great.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
Now,
yes.
has it been an education to try to get people to understand that? Because again, growing up in our culture,
Yes.
it's no big deal to have some oxtails. But I mean, when people hear oxtail, they're looking at you like,
Yes,
okay, what the heck are you
exactly,
trying to? But I
exactly.
mean, now it's like become your favorite
Yes,
at
yes.
the restaurant. Talk about that.
Yes, yeah, it definitely is a little bit harder to explain it to people when they never tried it or never have it. That's why I give them the analogy of it tastes just like beef pot roast.
Right.
But when I tell them if you ever had beef before, it tastes just like beef. Don't be scared of the name. Don't be scared of what it looks like. Eat it with some rice. Eat it normally, and then the flavors and the smell and the aroma and everything like that is going to catch you. So yes, for
And
sure.
so tender.
Yes,
yeah.
yes, fall off the bone.
Yes.
Hey, I tell you what, fall off the bone.
Speaking of aroma, when you took the lid off of this chicken, it's just like, oh my
Yes,
gosh,
yes.
it was just like, smell it out there for you guys. But,
Yes.
you know, does it evoke all those memories of cooking in your own kitchen
for
with
sure,
your
For
family?
sure. Yes, yes. Every day I'm cooking in the kitchen. Even when I get busy, I'm always like, man, I know if my mom, my grandma see me doing this, they be like, I knew you could do it, boy. So yes, yes, for sure. So all that, me cooking, everything is an inspiration. It's definitely from my family and everybody that's in my family too as well. So I love to put it out for my family and for the people in the community too as well. Because in Topeka, we don't have a lot of soul food. So like actual authentic soul food, like home cooked stuff, we don't have that. So I wanted to hit that market and hit that avenue as hard as I can. And so like we got like, so now we got smoked turkey legs, smoked turkey necks too as well. We do the oxtails, we do smothered chicken, smothered pork chops and stuff like that. So we do like the whole 9 yards with the soul food, and we're gonna keep going with more stuff too as well.
So what do you think most people consider comfort food?
Yeah, for sure. I would say people consider comfort food mostly food that after you eat it, you sit down, you feel comfortable, and you're ready to lay back and just take a nap, you know? That's the simple, simple and easy. After you eat your food, you get comfortable, you sit down, take a nap, and you enjoy your time with your family and everything like that too as well. So yes, for sure.
Sometimes we call it the itis.
Yes, food I tell people at the kitchen all the time. You got that food itis because people are like, I can't eat your food all the time. My lunch makes me want to go to sleep. Yep, you get that food itis. I know.
But you know, that can be any time of year. It
Yes.
doesn't have to just be associated with
Yes.
cold weather.
Yes.
I mean, here we're, you know, getting into summer and
Yes.
it's just wow.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You know, the funny thing about oxtails too is my family, part of my family is from Barbados.
Okay.
So in the
Islands,
West
yep.
Indies, oxtails
Yes,
is
yes.
big deal.
Wow.
So I'm surprised being in such a beef part of the country that people are not more aware of oxtails.
Me too, as well.
You
Me
know?
too. Yes, yes. But I'm trying to get them cultured and get them all set aligned with the oxtails for sure when they come into our restaurant for sure.
I'm
So.
sorry it's not Friday, or else we would have.
It's all good.
One day off.
It's all good. It's all
Do
good.
you ever get tired cooking?
I wouldn't say I get tired of cooking, maybe cooking back to back, but the actual cooking aspect of everything, I love it. That's my joy, and that's my, you're definitely my passion. So I wouldn't say I ever get tired of that, but some days, you know, we get busy and everybody gets tired when they get busy, but I never get.
So are you the sole cook?
Yeah, I am the only cook there, but I have some other people helping me cook now. Eventually,
Okay.
we're going to get some more and more people, but I am the head chef there. I want to make sure all the food gets out good and everything like that before we put out anybody else going. So yes, ma'am. Yes, yes.
And we're, for those watching who don't know where 785 is, we
Yes.
know it's south, but
Yes, so 785 Kitchen is located at 2028 Southwest Gage Boulevard, right across the street from Solotsky's, and then we're right next to the eye doctor, right by that Jimmy John's on 21st and Gage, I believe so.
Okay.
Yes, yes. So you guys can look us up on Facebook, even type us in on Google and stuff like that too. We have a website, Instagram, and Twitter, so you can find us on all social medias and stuff like that too as well. So,
And DoorDash.
and DoorDash as well. Yes, if you guys want to sit at home and get your food at work, definitely get on DoorDash. Yes.
I love it.
all of that. We've got more deliciousness after the break as we continue our discussion with Lavelle. Stay with us.
We're back. We've been talking with Chef Lavelle of 785 Kitchen, and you know, families are just busy moving. You've got parents moving around, busy with their work schedules, and of course kids have their own school schedules and after school extracurricular activities. So sometimes the family table is the only time everybody gets together.
Yeah.
Do you have any like quick and easy options for people to put together for like meals, so they're not spending all of their time in the kitchen and they can put something together real quick and economically that can bring the family together?
For sure. I would say one thing for sure to get a lot of food for a lot of money, well, for your bang for your buck for as much food as you can. Get you guys some kind of cheap noodles and stuff like that, a little bit of heavy cream and a little bit of cheese, make you some Alfredo, and then get you a cheap protein, mix both of those together, and then you can have a little bit of bread. That's a perfect and quick and easy meal right there that you can make a lot of and have it saved and still be good to reheat and warm up for the next day or for lunch or anything like that too as well. So yeah, I would definitely say that, or get you some rice, and then I always tell people get you some rice and some beans and then some cornbread, and that's always a dish right there, and throw your little turkey leg in there and have you some meat, and that's a perfect dish for you too as well. So yes, ma'am.
And some examples of what you brought
Yes.
to us today. Hello.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, this
Yes.
is just amazing, you guys.
Yes.
This is just lovely.
good.
And okay, the cornbread, that's like a staple.
Oh yes, ma'am. You gotta have some cornbread.
Is there a secret that you have?
I would say yes, there is a secret. With the sweetness, I put a little bit of syrup in there too as well, with a little bit of vanilla too as well. So that's a little bit of secret right there that I don't know if everybody adds. Some people add like a little bit more sugar or brown sugar or like honey. Add the syrup and the vanilla, you get that both of the little tones of the sweetness and the vanilla too as well. So,
and it's so moist.
Yes, yes.
Oh my gosh. This is melt in your mouth.
Yes, ma'am.
And I can see where you'd get the, what'd you call it, the itis?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Food
Because if you eat enough of it, hello.
Oh, yes.
Lights out.
I mean, so how do you stay so fit and trim with all of this food that you're
Well, I work
eating?
a lot of hours, and then I bust out as much food as I can, and I snack on the way. But yes, ma'am, well, hey, I got a good metabolism, I guess. Because I do eat. I tell you what, I do eat.
You eat your own cooking?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes. When I first opened, I was eating my food probably every day. It's getting a little bit old now, but I still be grubbing definitely, for sure. For sure. There's no doubt about that.
So what are your hours?
Our hours for sure is 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Last order is around 7:45, 7:50. If we have a catering or something like that, we might be closed. Sometimes we open up after a catering and stuff like that. But most days we're open from Tuesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Last order is around 7:45, 7:50.
So great. So you do catering as well?
Yes, ma'am. We do the catering as well. We just did a catering to Louis Toyota, I think it was.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. We catered to about 60 people over there. They got some jambalaya, some grilled chicken, fried chicken. I think they got some collard greens and some salad. So yeah, they got a pretty good assortment of food. Yes.
What about dessert? Have you any?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. So actually, this is a family dessert we make all the time for our holidays and stuff like that. It's called gooey cake. So we have a lot of assortments of gooey cakes at our kitchen as well. So gooey cake is so the bottom is a cake mix, then we cook the cake mix, and the top is the cream cheese filling. And we do original strawberry. We have a original strawberry, butter pecan, and a banana pudding flavor as well. Strawberry is our #1 seller, but I would say definitely try the strawberry, banana pudding one, and the original. Those are definitely great. Yes, yes.
Now, do you do something special for the holidays? I know that there are restaurants that will specialize in a fried turkey for Thanksgiving. Do you have something special that people for those of us who don't necessarily want to make a turkey can say, hey, Lavelle.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you hook up some meat for me?
Yes, ma'am. Any holidays you guys need a fried turkey or something like that, I always ask people just give us $25 on a turkey. We get it all seasoned up for you, and we fry it up for you.
Nice.
You guys come pick it up. If you want us to cut it up and everything like that and get it carved up for you, we can do that too as well. So,
nice. Ham too?
Yes, ma'am. We can do the ham too. We get that all roasted up and everything like that too as well. We can throw it on the smoker too, or we can bake it for you guys. So yeah, for sure. Yeah, we try to do a lot of things. Yes, yes.
That's awesome.
Doing it all.
Yes,
It's
ma'am.
like, where have you been?
Yes. That's funny. Yes, ma'am.
So how about for this coming holiday? We have, the summertime coming and July 4th barbecues and things like that.
Yes.
Any special things you're doing
Yes,
for
we want
the
to try to get a special day on probably like a Saturday or a weekday or a weekend day with a smoked brisket or something like that that we can get on there. So I want to get a brisket day and then maybe like a smoked chicken day or a smoked rib day or something like that. But it's going to be like a smoked day on the summer days for sure. So yes, ma'am.
Why is it so important to keep this alive and to keep cooking in general? A lot of people just want to, microwave something. Why is this important?
Well, it's always good to learn how to cook and learn how to, be self-efficient as well. And then finally going to the grocery store, I used to always hate it, but you always go to the grocery store, you can find a good deal, and then that's always a good way to, save your money. Don't spend your money at places that aren't really cooking real food and stuff like that. But as well, culture-wise, with my family, we always like to keep our culture going as well with our food and everything like that, because you can share food with pretty much anybody in the world, and then, you can make friends like that too as well. So I would say definitely that's one way, one thing to keep in mind as well when you have your food and then with your culture. Bring your food and your culture, and you can always make friends that way too as well. That's always a big inspiration as well too.
It helps bring everybody together, because I don't know anybody who can come to a table and not make friends.
Yes,
it's a great equalizer where we're all sharing the plate and there's love.
Especially when it's this good.
Exactly. Yeah, because if the food is bad, then that's a whole other thing.
People leaving early. So tell me now, we as a culture, Black folks, we have our high blood pressure,
diabetes.
Yes,
exactly.
Yes,
and so when you say that you're cooking and you want to make sure that food is healthy, is that what's in the back of your mind when you're creating these recipes?
Yeah, for sure. Yes. We try not to use as much salt and stuff like that as well with our food and everything like that. We try to go less on the salt, and then with all our food and stuff like that, I try to get the antibiotic stuff and stuff like that, and then the more fresh stuff, grass-fed stuff and everything. Not with the process, not with all the processed foods, feeding the cows and the chickens and all that stuff as well, because that helps as well with your, the longevity of your health as well too as well. So we try to hit those avenues as well. Sometimes we can't get the better stuff as well, because it's a little bit more expensive, but we definitely try to get the more healthy stuff and the more efficient stuff for your body as well. So yeah.
But you could not tell with anything that we
Yes.
I mean, this is the great fake out, because I would not have noticed anything, any difference with what we've eaten. It's beautiful.
And the only reason why we haven't finished everything on our plate is that we're trying to be polite to our
yes. We're trying.
And we have a bunch of hungry crew behind there too. So,
yes, we're trying to say.
Lavelle, when people come in, what's the experience like at 785?
Yes. I always try to tell people, people when they come in, a lot of people actually tell me it feels like they're at home with their grandma or back in the day when they were a kid and stuff like that. And that was one thing I always wanted people to come into the kitchen. You come in, you smell the aroma of all the food, just like when you did at grandma's when you used to go there on the weekends and stuff like that, or after church, grandma used to be cooking food and everything like that too as well. So I wanted to make sure when you come in there, it was like a home feeling when you came in there, and you make sure you felt safe, and then you wanted to come back every single time and get some good food. Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Lavelle. This has been great. Thank you for sharing your passion with us, and of course your cooking, which is amazing. We have to hit the road and go visit a local food truck right now that's dishing up some really great comfort food as well, with wonderful, delightful food. Trésor, hi, welcome to Inspire.
Hi, how you guys doing?
Good. We are doing great. Food truck, best food truck in Topeka, and also the best charcuterie boards
Thank you.
in Topeka.
Yes, ma'am.
Exciting. So how long have you been in business now?
This is our year 3, so this will be our third year. Yes.
Really?
Yep.
And so how did you get started? Tell us a little about that.
So I've been cooking for, my whole life, probably since I was about 7 years old, really in the kitchen, helping my grandmothers and my mother. Went to Washburn Tech while I was in high school at Shawnee Heights. After that, I went on to work at the Cans and Grill, which is now the Iron Rail here behind us. Worked there for a couple years. After that, I went and did some odd jobs like home restoration stuff, and then we got back into the kitchen. I was managing Carlos O'Kelly's until they closed, and then I went over to Security Benefit. I was a sous chef there for about 2 years, from 2018 to 2020 when COVID happened. And then, so COVID happened, I lost my job, and we started the food truck. And we've just been rolling ever since. So,
exactly. A lot of businesses started during the pandemic. I know of another one.
One of our ladies at work loves your protein bowl, and Mark down here at the bank loves your salad. What's your menu? It sounds pretty large.
So we started out with the Power Bowls. It was literally a small menu. It was probably just 2 to 3 things. We started with the Power Bowls and flatbreads and salads. So the flatbreads kind of went away, but the Power Bowls and the salads stayed. They're huge portions of food, about 40-ounce bowl of fresh meat, fresh veggies you can get in there, grilled shrimp, grilled steak, grilled chicken. You can get anything from carrots, Brussels sprouts, grilled tomatoes, broccoli, black beans, anything you can think of. And we're always adding new things to the bowl. So anytime we like to travel a lot. So say we travel out of the country and I find something that I like, I'm going to try to incorporate that onto the food truck and bring those cultures to me.
So we're talking about comfort foods as a part of this episode. How do you make those comfort foods?
So I think the comfort food aspect comes from, how you're seasoning it, how you're cooking it, not using too much butter or too much, of those hearty ingredients, but letting the flavor speak for itself. So as far as my seasonings go, I use a lot of no salt seasonings. So it's a lot of stuff that you're using: oregano, coriander, parsley. All these things are ground up together with no salt. So when you're tasting my food, you're gonna taste the chicken, the veggies, you're gonna taste the grains, all that stuff.
So it's good.
So real soul food, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Real soul food.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now.
So we have, and we don't have all, healthy comfort. We got wings. During the seasons, we do different things. So you can find different bowls here. We'll do like a Thanksgiving bowl during that time of the year.
And so are you also doing catering?
Yes.
Besides doing just the wagon?
Yeah, so I would say at the end of the year, last year, kind of into this year, our catering has picked up a lot. Probably, 100%, I would say. We're doing probably at least 1 to 2 caterings a week on top of having the food truck out.
What makes you love it so much in addition to the fact that it's family oriented?
Just feeding people. Like I was telling Danielle before, whenever I get a new person to try my food, that's just so fulfilling for me. And we have a nonprofit too called the Breaking Bread program. So just feeding people has just always been a goal.
Talk about that a little bit.
I'm just a big proponent of, no one should go hungry. We throw a lot of food away in America. So I've worked at grocery stores and seen how much food just gets tossed, and that's always broke my heart. So anything I could do to help that, if we got people sometimes sleeping down here, we could feed them. We just try to help them out. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Yep.
Thank you to Chef Trésor Hopkins of the Flavor Wagon. We loved it. We loved his delicious dishes, and we love also Lavelle. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is the most tender, flavorful cornbread. The chicken, everything is divine. Yes. And you said you need some special drink with this, right?
I need some red Kool-Aid. I do. It's the only thing I'm missing to make this whole meal complete, because this is like a Sunday meal to me. Like you've been in a long service on Sunday, worked up because you got your tambourine hands all tired, and now you got your plate of food, and then you get to itis afterwards, and you just need a nap. Now I'll be done for the day. So, this is very reminiscent of my Sunday meals.
And how about for you?
Well, I love this, and I also like the fact that Trésor had those bowls.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And you have everything. As that's how I eat at home. I'll make myself some chicken, and I'll make some rice and maybe some lettuce or something. I'll just cut it all up, throw it in a bowl. It's all going the same place.
Right. Right.
So I just throw everything in a bowl. So bowls are us. Right. Bowls are me.
And with the salads, that was really good, whatever you could make up.
Right. And you get your fiber.
Yes.
Exactly. And with this from Chef Lavelle, look at this, like we have everything that you would think of, again, for the Sunday. The proteins here, everything does make you feel good.
Yes.
Don't you think?
And the fact that he has approached it with a healthy attitude. You would not know that he was using less salt and less sugar in the product.
Right.
He's not trying to kill us like other places. Is trying to take us out. I'm like, oh my God, this is good food. So good food, done well, made from scratch. It's important to me, especially as we get older.
Right.
We try to, take a more
healthy.
healthful, approach to our bodies.
And the beautiful thing is it's right here in Topeka.
Right here. And you can get it through DoorDash.
And I love the fact that over at 785 DoorDash, you can go in, carry out, catering, but also at the Flavor Wagon, there's people that follow him around.
Yes.
And we know why, because there's such a huge selection, and everything is cooked right then and there, and it was just so good. Flavorful and delicious and moist. I love that.
Very moist, very moist. So we've been able to educate people and speak about some other choices that otherwise they may not have known about. I mean,
Absolutely.
LaBelle's restaurant is virgin. It's only a couple of years old.
Right.
So get on out there to Gage and check out 785 Kitchen.
And I love the fact that we featured African American chefs.
Absolutely.
You know,
How about them apples?
I want to highlight that too, because we have a lot of our own people putting their own spin on, you know, soul food, and they're doing it in a way that is just really making me proud that, you know, new generations are bringing our culture to the masses. It's just beautiful.
And you can
Great
tell
point.
from both of them, they do it with love.
Yes.
Yes.
They do it with love
yes,
and
yes.
intention. And
Yes.
we're just so glad that you chose to stay with us. And that is all the time we have for today. We do hope you've been inspired by our conversations. And as a reminder, you can watch this program again at watch.ktwu.org.
And if you're so inspired to learn more about our guests, find out what's coming up on future shows, and get access to additional content, be sure to visit our website at www.ktwu.org/INSPIRE.
Inspiring women, inspiring eats, inspiring you on KTWU. Thank you for watching.
Inspire is sponsored by the estate of Ray and Ann Goldsmith,
And the Raymond C. and Marguerite Gibson Foundation. And
Friends of KTWU. We appreciate your financial support. Thank you.